Your boy Rich, everything checking in, man. In here doing some editing, as you can see. Uh, got it behind the lens. I think it'll be episode 4 that I'm about to drop, but this right here is getting a little more focused back on Relentless, so I can go ahead and get Relentless done. Day by day, we've been having some warm days out this way, so I've been having a chance to actually jump on Relentless and kind of get some stuff done. Messed with the turbo a little bit more. I give y'all some stuff on a video on that, or a whole video on that a little later on. Um, but as for behind the lens, for me to clear the air, if anybody on here want to ask any questions, you know what I'm saying, while we on behind the lens, feel free. Because I've had a lot of people in the comments. I respect all the comments that have hit uh, the page. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to actually answer the best way possible of what y'all want to know about Team In and Out, Country Seat Dunk Master, Big Rim Racing, BWN, whatever. All that, everything that's going on with In and Out Customs, all this. I have people to weigh in from all over, man, from east to west coast. And one big thing I know that is when uh the team was together, we had a huge fan base. Hopefully that huge fan base will continue to stay there. That fan base will continue to support everybody on the team. You know what I'm saying? Myself, Country C, G Dog, Lazy Boy Customs, Dunk Master, Prime Time, Ant, being that he's doing. Shout out to Ant, man. Ant moved back up to Jersey. I know y'all probably don't remember Ant, but a little small guy, a little slim guy that first started out with us with In and Out Custom, moved back up to Jersey, I think, and he actually started uh, his own transportation company where he actually hauls cars and all this other stuff. Um, Dabble, can't forget him, Rooster. So that's another thing. All these car shows about to kick off now. So this is why I'm coming at y'all right now, man, because this is where the car shows and stuff kick off. This is where Rich and everything get right back out there with the camera after not being out there after years and years and years, and I get to bring y'all that raw footage. Now I know a lot of people gonna say, well, it ain't gonna be the same because we not gonna see Dunk Master with Country. Who knows? Nobody knows what's going on with these guys day to day. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to give y'all the behind the lens so y'all can see how things build up. But we, as a people, we have to find a way to reconcile with the next person. And, I had somebody in the comments that hit it dead on the head, man. Sometimes you just got to remove that extra person. I really don't like being the third wheel in anything. So when it comes down to somebody resolving an issue or whatever the case may be, I would much rather them man to man, woman to woman, whatever the case may be, just go ahead, those two get together and resolve that issue. I know a lot of people would love to see the combination back together. You know what I'm saying? The CC and the Dunk Master back together. Um, we all are imperfect. You know what I'm saying? I said it like that. We born and sin, and it's like I said. I'm not being biased. I don't choose sides. As my brothers, I love both of those guys, man. I wish both of those guys the best. Would I like to see the team get back together? I would love to see the team get back together. I would love to see mainly the day one team get back together. The day one team, to me, it was more about going out there having fun and enjoying the cars. You know what I'm saying? All over everything. It's a lot of stuff that you got to understand whenever you start to make changes, especially in the dunk game, car game, whatever y'all want to call it. Any game, especially the car game though. When you start to build these cars and these cars go from show cars, the race cars, and you get to the point where you just want to win and you paying for bigger motors, and these bigger motors, these bodies have to be able to take that tight stuff. So you start changing out the rear end, shortening everything, going to slicks, all this other stuff. You change a whole lot on the car. Now, I will hit this on the head. I do have a video of the original person that put Cantaloupe together. I got in the video. I got an interview from the original guy that put Cantaloupe together, from bodywork to paint scheme. I know a lot of people probably thought that when that car dropped, especially looking at the behind the scenes or the day one, or catching up on the behind the lens, um, that it was always an in and out car. No, that car was not always a in and out car. Actually, when Country first got that car, man, Country had a 454 in there. It was customized from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? Everything all the way down to his valve covers had his name engraved in them, Country C. And the Cantaloupe was one of those cars to where is like, it's like he said in his song, it was one out of a million. A lot of people may not know it. Z06 is not Dunk Master's first dunk. Dunk Master's very first dunk that I know about uh, was actually a green one, and he sold that to a NFL football player, which put him in a good standing to be able to, for one, start building cars, for two, invest in the Z06. It didn't just all happen like overnight. I'll tell you that now. Z06, great bill. I had people in the comments when they saw the video and they saw the old seats, they was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I missed the old Z06. I had people to look at Cantaloupe from the car show, and it's oh man, Cantaloupe never be Cantaloupe again. See that, and that's the most important part of a lot of things. Like, you could get another 75 and another 73, and you can chop that car up, and you can, or those cars up, and make that car from front to back the same way that you tried to do Cantaloupe. But one thing that you will never be able to do is you will never be able to reproduce Cantaloupe like Cantaloupe was from day one. Now, the job that Country is doing on the car so far, when he comes back out, I can actually tell y'all from speaking with him, um, it'll be right. It'll be right. I know a lot of people, probably thinking that, hey, Cantaloupe down, we'll never see Cantaloupe again. Cantaloupe will have its own return. I'm not going to speak too much on that because I haven't been to the shop, and uh, I've seen the work, and I've seen the comeback of the body of the car, the structure and everything, and uh, greatly approve of it. The guys that's working on the car, um, amazing job that I saw so far. So yes, Cantaloupe will be back. Um, as far as driving and all that stuff, I do not know who will be driving Cantaloupe. Now, there's a lot of he say she say out there about bringing in other people from Carolina. And I'll just go ahead and say it. There's a lot of he say, she say out there about Boost out to drive in Carolina. I've also had people in the comments to the point to where it was, well, hey, show the footage when Dunkmaster was locked up and Boost out drove Cantaloupe. Now, I would tell you no lie. I love both drivers. And I have respect for both these guys as car builders and all. But my very first time seeing Boo start to drive Cantaloupe, we were down in Orlando, and it was Country C versus T Sleazy. Boo started never drove Cantaloupe a day in his life. Well, he made a test hit. Test hit was just something a little light, but when he ran that car to race T Sleazy, I must say, I must say, That was my first time actually seeing Cantaloupe itself, or I could almost say point blank period, a dunk, front tires leave the ground. Everybody drives different. I don't know. I love the way Boost out the drives uh the box, but I would say this right here. That night that he drove Cantaloupe against T Sleazy, forgive me for this on YouTube, he drove the hell out of that car. Now with that being said, I have seen Dunkmaster drive Cantaloupe numerous amount of time. I have seen Dunkmaster, especially at Fast and Flashy, hot lap Cantaloupe for 3 races against one of them was against who was it? Straight Dunk Rider. If y'all remember the green dunk, we hadn't seen him out in a while. Blue Magic hadn't seen him. Well, Blue Magic still runs, um, as well as uh, Going Hollywood, which was a huge upset because Cantaloupe beat Going Hollywood that night with Dunkmaster driving, and that was when I wouldn't say the team was at its best, but we all supported each other and we all went, what I'm saying, heads in, hands in to make sure everything was right. Um, make sure the money was there when it was time to bet. I've seen people in the comments. There's 803, Orangeburg, man, mad shout out to you. I can understand what you're saying when you say give respect to Dunk Master. Yes, Dunk Master does get his respect, and I respect you for jumping in the comments and actually, telling how you feel about the situation about being a day one homeboy that grew up knee high from a grasshopper with Dunk Master. So I respect everything you say. Although, when it comes down to business and people who you meet within a time, it's different from being a homeboy. That's like with me and CC, for example. Um, we've had our share of fallouts and everything. And I'll be honest with you, like CC can be a very stubborn person when he wants to, but one thing about him is, you know, and a lot of you guys in the comments, you are right. Whenever two people give each other time and you just fall back from the situation and let things air out, that's the best way to fix any altercation because you both get that time to breathe. You're not going back and forth on the internet. Um, you had a chance to think about what it is that you've done. You because everything when it comes to fixing a problem, you have to start with you. In order to help fix anything, you have to start with you. If you don't fix yourself, then how can you help fix anything else? So with that being said, like before I jumped back on here with the behind the lens, this is footage that I had for years. I had to get myself right. Going through a lot of things because um, that's just like me leaving the team. Yeah, I've had people say, "Oh, well, Rich, everything you got fired." Again, I clear the air. How can you get fired when you work for yourself? This is RE Films. This is Mr. Uncut. This is Raw. Everything you see behind me, camera equipment and all, I own that. So with that being said, I did not get fired. You know what I'm saying? I had other things and other agendas. God had me uh, doing what He wanted me to do. And as with me losing my dad, like, hey, I had to step up and I had to wear the crown. It's hard, but it's fair, how my dad would say it. With me saying it's hard, but it's fair, I will also say that uh, with the situation with situation with Dunk Master and CC, it is hard, but it's fair. One of the things that we have to learn as individuals, though, when it boils down to business, sometimes we get so caught up into being friends, we feel like we're gonna be there with each other forever. However, whenever a issue arrives, or sometimes even an opportunity arrives, that opportunity may not be for the team's sake. That opportunity may be for an individual. So uh, I've had people to come to me during times of me being with, you know what I'm saying, doing work for Nemore ENT, In and Out Customs, and um, offer me positions to where I can't even lie. Like the way Country runs BWN now with all of the cameras set up and all, I've had people come to me, and I I like to keep it raw. I like to keep it real. So I had Big Rim Racing come to me, guy Steve Lockett, had a great idea. Same idea that Country is running now with multiple cameras bringing y'all this stuff. Uh, as a subscription. I've seen people that have jumped on him, so I know y'all know about the BWN subscription. If y'all don't know about the BWN subscription, y'all can go subscribe to bigwheelnetwork.com, and you'll get to see a little bit more of what CC has going on that. Right now, I don't know of any channels that Dunkmaster. Well, I do know that Dunkmaster has a new channel with his fiance, his wife, or whatever the case may be. So you can follow him on that too. I do believe in support. I believe in positive energy. My bad, and removing the negative energy. And I say it like this right here: starve doubt, feed faith. So with that being said, my take on getting everybody back together, it's a situation that I pray on, man. I pray that we could get everybody back together and do great things for each other. I'll be honest with you, like when I first started with Relentless, it was just my dad, my son, and it was a great feeling because I had my son around helping me, and I can remember the times that I was actually building with my dad. It was a great feeling because my dad would come down to the house, and you know he didn't have to touch a wrench. It was just him being there and watching me work that you know something inside here that made me wanted to keep pushing on. So with that being said, like when you got a passion, you got a certain type of love for something, you're gonna continue to do that. However, I will say this: money would not make me or motivate me to do anything to affect the next person or bring the next person down. Um, we can make money together. On a positive note, um, the behind the lens stuff that I dropped that to clear the air on what we were as a team. I honestly, and I'm gonna be real raw with you. I honestly believe that if we had all sat down at a table, me, Dump Master, G Dog, just everybody who was there, Lazy Boy Custom, especially me, G Dog, Country C, Dump Master had sat down at a table. I honestly believe I love Vice Land. I loved all the shows and everything. But one thing you have to understand is when Viceland approached us for, they come with a contract. If you say something on the camera, they need your name. They put a number in front of you. You sign a waiver. That's bottom line. That's one thing that we did not do. Now, or we had to do that for Viceland. My bad. We had to do that for Viceland TV show. Now, um, there's there's certain scenes on there to where I've seen myself on the show. There's certain scenes on there where I can tell you that people do have egos. So when I cut myself away from the team, of course, no, they may not be in the editing room whenever it's time for Viceland to edit, but they do have the right to say, oh well, don't show Rich everything as much because he don't, you know, go with us on the trips or do the shows or whatever the case may be. Now, I'll get back to me, Country CG Dog, and Dunk Master. If we had sat down at a table, dinner, lunch, whatever, and we just talked amongst ourselves and took notes as of grown men, the same progress that Vice Land TV made with the show Dunk Master, we could have made that and we could have had ongoing series. How do I know that? I know that because I'm bringing y'all behind the lens and my hard drive is loaded. So whereas if you count 8 series or 8 episodes, my bad, 8 episodes from Viceland, it can't even compare what I'm about to bring y'all. It can't even put y'all on edge with the footage that I could drop and give y'all, that I will give y'all if the Lord's will. So I'm not in competition with Viceland. I'm just saying if we as 4 individuals, Dunk Master, CC, G Dog, and myself had gotten together at a round table, and it's not too late. It's not too late. But one thing I will tell you, if we were to do that, then we would have to pull out pen and paper because nobody should be left behind. We used to have this saying, everybody eats. It was rough, but I do believe that one day it will happen. I know that me and G Dog do have big plans on connecting and putting some footage together or whatnot from different shows. We do have plans, the Lord's will, to get together at these new shows and start putting some stuff together. Right now, but behind the lens is probably one of the biggest things that I got going on, other than Relentless. Also, wasn't trying to really put this out there, but I'm actually about to dive in just a little bit deeper with all the camera equipment and everything I got. You know, I do a little bit of writing, so I will be dropping a movie sometime in the near future, if the Lord's will. You know what I'm saying? And it will be. Well, I ain't even gonna tell you what it's gonna be named, but it will have different perspectives, man. It'll have your perspective from being a girlfriend, supporting a boyfriend. It'll have your perspective from being a friend. Period. It will have a perspective of just on life and how life will throw you curveballs, all that other good stuff. Thank you guys for supporting the behind the lens, man. Well, I got some real hot footage to drop on y'all because this thing only gets better with time. The beginning of what y'all saw was just the build. So now, when y'all get to see this stuff and how we actually toured from city to city, state to state, as they would say, then now you get to dive into it and see the sacrifices that we all put behind or left behind, you know what I'm saying, to get to where we were. Now, me speaking on behalf of myself, I may turn around and I may say, well, I didn't go far, but I did go far because I actually stacked my bread and I knew I had intentions of doing, you know, uh, RE films and building RE films to be bigger and better than what it is. So, with that being said, behind the lens, also, just bringing y'all something, man. And I just give y'all a little sneak peek. Y'all seen it before, but merch on the way for Relentless. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all t-shirt guys, y'all be hard on people about front and back. Don't worry. It's gonna have a front and it's gonna have a back. But this is Relentless. Uh I wouldn't even say logo because we gonna change the shirt up, man. We're gonna have different types of apparel and all this other stuff. Um and don't take this the wrong way. When I say this right here. because with Relentless, it's my car as of for right now, or my should say my me and my son's car. But one of my slogans on my shirt is "I could be better than your best driver." And I'm the owner. Um, Another slogan is "Winners never quit and quitters never win." So Relentless, we plan on going a long way with Relentless. We've came a long way with Relentless, but you know, we got a little ways to go on it. So y'all stay tuned, man. I'm gonna show y'all some more on the turbo build and everything, man. I want y'all to keep getting in those comments for me though. Keep getting it down in the comments and telling me what y'all think. Watch the footage first though, man, because I got a lot of people that's could just coming and saying, "What happened? Is Dunk Master locked up? Is Why did they break up?" Go watch the footage, read the comments, and catch up because I get on here, you know, rare to do what I'm doing like right now. But I try my best. I try my best. I have a lot going on. I'm building a car. I have to edit my stuff from Relentless. I have to edit stuff for other people. Being a film company, I have to press up T-shirts for other people, etc. So it's hard work for me being me. Um, I ain't even gonna lie to you and say that it's easy, but hey, like I say, it's hard, but it's fair, man. I salute, I thank all of my new subscribers that jumped on the channel, man. Behind the lens, it should be 4 that's about to drop. So behind the lens 4 is about to drop. I'm gonna start putting this thing right here together. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start putting this thing together as soon as we finish this right here, man. I'm gonna show y'all the painter first, the original maker of Cantaloupe. I'm gonna let him say his piece so we can go ahead and drop that and get that out the way. And I'm gonna give y'all some very uncut stuff on when I was actually helping. A lot of people really think that I was in charge to build or painting Cantaloupe. I was not in charge to paint Cantaloupe. I was in charge of making sure the material was there for Cantaloupe. I was in charge of making sure the painter got paid to do what it is that he was supposed to do on a timely basis. And there's a big story behind that. That's another whole ball game that, I don't want to get into right now until we get to that part of behind the lens, um, so that I could clear the air on that because it's a lot of misconstrued stuff on that too, and a lot of people think that hey, CC and Rich fall out because of Cantaloupe getting painted. No, we didn't fall out because of Cantaloupe getting painted or whatever. I just got caught up in the middle of a situation that I did not know anything about, being that I didn't know that he was the original builder. So with that being said, it does get deep, it does get better, but y'all gotta stay tuned. Y'all gotta do something with them buttons, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications, and read the comments so y'all can catch up. Also, if y'all ain't gonna read the comments, watch the videos, man. I love all y'all, man. I enjoy uh showing whatever it is that I'm doing. Like I say, if y'all got a project or something like that and y'all need some help, man, just whatever it is that y'all need help on, bro. I don't care if it's whatever. LS swaps, anything that has to do with a car or something. If y'all got a question, just ask the question, man. Ask the question. I sit there and I could be miles away. I would do that research with you and I would get back with you and try my best to help. If I gotta pull a part out here and ship it to you, we'll make that happen. If you need an engine or a sunroof or whatever the case may be, we will make that happen. And I say we because, I'll put just as much work in it as you will put in it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, mad love, mad respect, man. Your boy Richard underscore everything with an A. Make sure y'all go to Instagram and follow as well. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm out.